Hello everyone and welcome to Svarga. This is a sim that was created in 2006, so it's over a decade old. And it's one of the earliest unique builds of Second Life. This was before... I was reading a bit on it, and this was made before the whole idea of... essentially it was made out of basic prims. There wasn't things like flexi prims, mesh wasn't going to be a thing for like 8 more years, and all the other stuff. This is basically made out of everything that you could have from the beginning, and you can see how it looks kind of like, it almost has, to me, a ruin feel, or at least like an ancient place that nobody's around anymore. And back in 2009, this place went under, and it stopped being able... nobody could go to it in 2009. And then it was found out that in 2010 it was reopened, and Linden Lab had taken over the region and apparently paid the owner to have it back. And ever since then it's been here. One of the things that this was known for was having its own unique ecosystem, essentially, where I guess things like clouds would form, it would cause flowers to grow and things along those lines. And I don't think after they brought it back it's been working quite correctly. Like, I'll see random clouds in the sky, but I kind of wonder if it's like actually doing anything, or if they're just stuck there, or what. As I've never actually seen anything particular that makes me think that it's like changing at all. But perhaps I don't come here as often enough to be able to see the changes, but who knows. In any case, this place has just been essentially been left to be since 2010. I think they added in bee rides as like a tour of the area, but I usually don't use those kind of things, so we're just going to be walking around. We've got some books here as well. Picture of a ship on a beach. And I've actually been meaning to cover this place for a while now, but I kind of kept putting it off. I don't think it's going to take very long to look through this place, but it's definitely been on my bookmarks for a while, probably at least 3 years. And I don't see... like, right there is one of the clouds that were probably part of the ecosystem, and I don't know if they're actually doing anything, because... here we have some flags. Excuse me. One of the things that were interesting about early Second Life is that for flag movement, you essentially had to make the flag out of a set of numerous particles, and that would create movement for the flag. We didn't have, well, at the time they probably didn't have things like flexi prims which move on their own, so you essentially had to make your flags out of particles to make them actually work the way intended, unless you just wanted a very thin prim with a flag that doesn't move at all. And we've got a fountain here. Pretty nice looking fountain. Oh, that's neat. And we have the Second Life sign, hand sign on the walls here. Lit up. And we can see various plant life around. I think we'll just do our usual, make a circle around the region now that we've explored the top of it. That's a nice looking waterfall, and you can tell it has like the steps and everything. Does it actually lead off into water? Yeah, it does. That's nice placement there. It looks like, actually no, that might just be part of the mountain below. It almost looked like underwater there was tiled differently, but I think it might just be the perception being off a bit. Actually, no, I think I just saw like rain or something on touching the ground there, so maybe the clouds are doing something still. But it is kind of amazing how somebody was able to make a really nice sim like this 11 years ago. Because that's how long it's been since 2006, 11 years. Quite a while. Some form of a statue on the ground, and all this just kind of popped up randomly. Like, I don't know if that was something on my end, or if, like, once you go over here, all this stuff sort of just shows up. Because if so, that's actually a neat effect. We have this square over here that's, like, pulling in beams of light, which I'm not sure what that's about. It's kind of curious to look at. There's a building of some sorts over on the other side of the island, but we'll get there probably towards the last, I guess. We'll go ahead and take this bridge for now. It's actually a really nice looking bridge. Like, I don't know, I guess probably because it has the actual ropes on the side of it, unlike a lot of the bridges that I see now that are just, they don't add that detail. And I guess this would be a campsite you could lay at. Going upwards is probably going to lead us, yeah, it's going to lead us back up to the tower, so we'll go ahead and keep on going this way. I feel like the only thing I could really say that I wish this place had more of, which I think I wish it had a little bit more foliage to it. There's a good bit of spots where it's, where there's just kind of nothing going on at, particularly towards the middle. But other than that, this place is really well designed. Like, I don't know why I'm so amazed by seeing waterfalls actually go down into the ocean, but I am. That's always tends to be a particular thing that people don't do, so I always like when I get to see that. A lot of times I'll see waterfalls and the water just sort of just stops at the end on the ground and doesn't go anywhere. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this looks kind of like a temple almost. Let's go and check out this little spot over here. Another waterfall coming down. Nice, I like this. Underground temple sort of thing going on. A lot of little details. Like, most people probably wouldn't check the water there, and there's actually something underneath there that was kind of neat. I think we'll move back towards the middle here. I like the lily pads. Oh, there's a bunch of little flowers on this. That's neat. I think over this way is the only area we haven't been to. Over by this mansion or whatever it is. So we'll go ahead and take this bridge over here and see what it looks like. Little bridge down below. I guess maybe if you wanted to find a way back up towards the ground from the water. Well, that's neat. Don't see that anywhere else here. Huh. I've been seeing these around a couple times. I think these might be throwing the dandelion particles out. Oh, another thing on the ground. This one looks to be a flame of some sort. Oh, it's a whole gallery of instruments. And they're all basically elven instruments. Is there a top to this? Let's go ahead and see. Nope, it seems to end right here. Alrighty then. Ah, the top is open, okay. So I guess that would be the spot you would go if you wanted to listen to some music here. Oh, it's a Stargate. It's actually been a while since I've seen one of those. The Stargates here in Second Life are basically random teleporters of a sort. They're linked up to where you'll end up at another one if you used it to teleport through. Like, it's been years since I've actually seen one, and this one looks like it's, oh, it's offline, okay. Well, maybe it might be the reason that I haven't seen them is that they don't work anymore? Huh. Because now you can kind of just get items that'll do the same thing, too, but in any case, this was Svarga, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one.